Yeah.
Our love will set us free, yeah. Our love will set us free. You know our love will set us free, yeah. Our love will set us free. Our love will set us free, yeah. Our love will set us free. You know our love will set us free, yeah.
Hey guys.
We busted out of prison.
Happy Saturday.
There's your booze. Cheers. You've escaped.
Cheers. And we have our chicken soup.
Yeah, chicken soup. Hope everybody's doing all right. It's cold, it's snowy, it's Syracuse, for sure.
Yes, we're having a mini blizzard.
Which is why we like to talk about travel, because we like to escape this particular zone as soon as possible. And
Well, do I have to admit, though, there's nice things here, but we like to escape sometimes.
yeah, if you want to snowmobile, ski, snowshoe, stuff like that, you can do it right. I need a hit of this.
With your official Alcatraz mug.
It's chicken soup. Burp. So, speaking of the UK, some rules went into effect on January 8th. Soup for the soul. Yes, sir.
Oh, so wait.
TJ, what's up, man? We didn't say hello to everybody.
I'd like to say hello first.
All right, well,
So first we had
TJ's in.
we had Jody
Jody was in first.
and
Alan's up late.
and we had TJ.
Yeah,
And now I see hello Alan.
he's up late, man. Super late.
So
I
hi,
can't believe
hi
Alan.
everyone.
Alan, Drones View Media, if you haven't checked out his site, and if you haven't been to Ireland, I mean, watch Alan's stuff, and you will want to go to Ireland. I mean, we wanted to go to Ireland, partially because of Alan.
I
And
just
then
say, Ireland is so beautiful.
yeah, it's
And then
insane.
after seeing it and then talking to Alan,
Yeah.
I just want to go back.
And then he filmed stuff where we were supposed to go film stuff with him, but it didn't work out for whatever silly reason. But we will be back, Alan. We'll be back.
So Alan says he doesn't sleep.
Oh, well, maybe I hope we don't put you to sleep. We'll try not to. We will try not to.
We're going to say, let us out.
Oh, she has no bars.
Without the bars.
Not the bars. All right. All right. So let's talk about the new rules in the UK. So as of January 8th of this year, whether you're in America first or if you're going to be in some of the other parts of the European Union and so forth, you need to get a visa to get into the UK. So that would be, yeah, Alan, even you, I think, because you're in, well, you're not in UK proper, right? That's Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland, Scotland, and England. You need to get, not really, this is where it gets confusing. You don't need a visa. You need an electronic travel authorization, or ETA. So the ETA rules are not super complicated, but I wanted to go through them. So I'm going to see if I can share this. Let's see if I can share this. Let's see if I can share this.
So
Share
Alan
this.
says his brain works on U.S. Eastern Time because of drone shoes.
Really? All right, here we go. We're going to share this if we can. I gotta like drag this. This is being difficult. Everything's being difficult. Okay, is it sharing? It is not sharing. There, now it is sharing. Okay, so you can go to gov.uk and find out all the goodies on, shows LOL. Yeah, you can get all the goodies on getting an ETA. You do not need a proper visa. If you have a passport, that's most of the battle. Now you need the ETA, which is 10 British pounds.
So when does this go into effect?
It went into effect.
Oh, it's already in
January.
effect. Okay.
So basically,
So you're saying if we go to any of these countries, we need to get one.
you need to get one 3 months in advance.
Oh, 3 months in advance?
3 months in advance, you can apply.
Okay.
It only takes 3 days on average to get this pushed through.
So we need to be thinking about this if we're going to go
anyone
somewhere.
who's going to go to the UK needs to think about this if they're not a resident in the UK per se.
Oh, hi, Monty.
Hey, Monty. So it's really super easy. It's 10 British pounds. And if you go to gov.uk, you're going to find all the stuff that is necessary to do this. Is this scrolling? It is not scrolling. Why is it not scrolling? Why does my computer hate me? Is it scrolling?
Well, Monty, I'm glad that you're able to come in and say hi. They say they're out on the way home.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And TJ asked if we saw Alan, which we did.
We did.
Yes.
We saw Alan.
So we met up at the Brazen Head.
Brazen Head, which is one of the oldest pubs. I think it's the oldest pub in Dublin proper. Is it not, Alan?
It was very, very nice. I love the atmosphere, love the food.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you go back to Ireland, we have to meet up with Alan again if he's available.
I hope he is, because that was super fun. Okay, this is not working like I would like it to. I'm really getting frustrated.
So are you looking for the other rules?
No, I was looking for this. And is it sharing? Sharing is caring. Is it sharing? My goodness. I need a producer, man. Okay.
You're good.
All right. That's cool.
So this is the rules for the UK.
Is it scrolling?
Okay. Yes.
Is it? So anyway, you don't need a visa. You simply need a passport. This thing will last for 2 years, or when your passport expires, whichever comes first. So, like, our passports expire way too soon, so they might time out about the same.
So you're saying we need it now and it would last after we get it 2 years?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So www.gov.uk is the place to go to get all the information on this. And like I said, like we said, super easy. Like super easy. 10 pounds.
10 pounds a person?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Super easy. I don't know what else to say about it other than that. And my shares being ornery.
Yeah. Well, you have to do it if you want to go
You do.
to the UK.
You do. So, speaking of the UK, I think Lori wanted to talk a lot about the stuff that we had done in the not so distant past, including these orange jumpsuits.
Oh,
If you
I did have a question though.
What's
Do we
that?
want to talk about the other U.S.?
Real ID?
Yes.
We can talk about Real ID. So on May 7th of 2025, here in the United States, even if you're only traveling by air anywhere in the continental United States or whatever, you need to have Real ID. And we've talked about it a little bit before, but it's really important.
Can I interrupt you just for a second?
You can.
TJ wants to know if we're coming to the drone event.
Nah, Tej, we
Which-
can't, man.
We're not able to at the moment,
We can't. Her fault.
considering our jobs.
Her fault. And me,
Yeah.
I've got more stuff to do at work
Yeah.
than I
Well,
know what to do with.
We love
but-
to travel, but unfortunately, April's not a good time for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to work, unfortunately.
So, TJ, are you going? Well, actually, you probably are going because you're in Florida.
Well, of course he's going. He goes every year.
I wasn't even
He's a
sure. I
regular.
wasn't even sure of that, but I do remember TJ lives in Florida.
He's a regular.
He wrote, "Damn Chuck, ugh."
I know, man. I mean, I know. Anyway, here's Real
Well,
ID.
TJ, maybe we'll get to meet you someday. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So Real ID is, I don't know why it's being so ornery. This is really goofy. It was working fine. It just hates me. Technology hates me. This is the Real ID site. Why this is important is if you don't have a passport and most Americans don't, we are actually a rarity. Did you know that?
I know you told me that, but I was surprised.
Yeah, most Americans don't have a passport. Get a passport if you don't have one. Get out there and see the world, because the world is big, time is short, and just get out there. But, okay, so if you're traveling in the United States, by air though, you're gonna need real ID as of April or May 7th. And you still have time to get it. So the easiest way to do it is to get a driver's license. If your state is like New York, we do not have real ID per se standard.
So you need real ID to do a domestic flight.
Yeah, to do a domestic flight.
Okay.
So I think that's the conception. People don't realize that they get to the airport.
So you cannot use your driver's license anymore.
Well, like in New York State, a regular driver's license won't cut the mustard. You need an enhanced license. So some states have enhanced licenses like New York. Other states have real ID built into your license. So you need to check into that at your state. Make sure at your state level that you are good to go. If not, you can either get an enhanced license, or you can make travel even easier and you can get global, which is overkill. But if you're going to travel globally, like Lori and I do, you can get global ID, global entry, and that also serves as a real ID. Your passport, if you have one, will serve as a real ID. So any one of those three things will work.
So wait, if you don't have a passport, actually you have to have a passport to have global.
Well, you need a passport to get global, yeah. But basically, the enhanced driver's license is the quickest and dirtiest way to get on an aircraft, in an aircraft. Remember George Carlin always says, don't get on the plane, get in the plane, save getting on the plane for the daredevils. So that's like, that's true stuff. So
the deadline is May 7th.
yeah. Yep. What am I missing here I'm missing it. Oh, Giggles, you have your passport? You're good to go, brother. So like that works. Just bring that whenever you're going to fly anywhere in the United States even, you're going to need your passport, and that will serve as real ID. That'll get you everywhere you need to go. Life is good.
So TJ, have you used it to go anywhere? As we say, across the pond?
Across the pond, or anywhere across the pond. Well, even if you fly into Canada, you need your passport. Or Mexico.
Yeah, you do. It's funny because we're so close, we always drive.
Well, we drive into Canada. We
Yeah.
don't drive into Mexico.
Yeah, but for
we save that for our friends down south. Nice.
But for TJ, I think, would he fly? Well, he could drive. He could drive to Canada. It's not like super far from Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, he went cruising.
Cruising.
Yes, Chuck and I have not gone cruising, have we?
We have not gone cruising.
And I didn't even think about that. When you go on a cruise, you probably have to show your passport. Right?
I suppose you do.
I didn't even think about it because we haven't cruised.
We cannot offer cruising expertise because we have zero cruising expertise.
So he went to Jamaica, Mexico, and the Cayman Islands.
Jamaica man.
Well, that sounds like a fun trip.
Jamaica man. Drink some rum man. Irie. Remember like John Candy from like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
And it's funny, I haven't been to any of those. I know you went to Mexico on business.
I did go to Mexico on business. That was kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
So
he says, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, yes. Yep. I'm not going to take that any further. I'm stopping.
Okay.
I'm stopping.
So would you like to talk about some of the activities that we experienced?
Okay, let's say you do go to England per se. So you get your electronic travel authorization. They spell it with an S instead of a Z because they're kind of crazy over there. Then there's some cool places you can go, and I think I'm going to let Lori talk about these. I will try to show pictorials if I can. I don't know if I can.
Oh, he went to Italy once with his mom, TJ. Well, that's cool, TJ. Italy is actually a place that Chuck and I would like to check out maybe at some point. We haven't yet.
Yeah, my screen's gone. Keep talking. It's all good. Buy me time. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I'd
So-
love to go to Italy because Italy has a beautiful, in Tuscany, a beautiful wine area.
Okay, here we go. We'll get to work.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go this one. Right?
He says Italy was cool and interesting.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't know why none of this stuff's working right.
You know, every
It's
time
like-
every time I see it though on TV, it looks so beautiful. We're probably gonna have to check it out. We put it on our bucket list.
All right, first up,
Yes.
afternoon tea.
So that
if
was
you-
actually afternoon tea in London,
Yep,
and it was city cruises.
on a boat. On a boat. And if you go on a boat, then you kind of have to do city cruises to like take the Thames. You can do afternoon tea. The spread is, no matter what afternoon tea you do, it's really actually really good. So you can take any, you can do any one of them anywhere. But Lori's, I think Lori, was this your fave?
So this is really nice. Actually, it's hard to say because I know you said you love the Savoy as well. But the boat was so cool because somehow we got that table by the front.
That one right there. Well, right next to that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we were able to like have more space, and then because we were filming, it was really great. And the views were amazing. Like you can see the Tower Bridge.
Yep.
I mean, and it was crazy because like we had great food, great tea, and the captain was talking about all the sights as we went down the river.
That was a very cool experience. And the food was really good.
Yeah. And then we met
And look, there's Tower Bridge
Yes.
behind us.
yeah.
And the Shard.
Yeah. And we met some really cool people on the boat too that we talked to. And
I was gonna meet cool people.
yeah. So I mean it was very relaxing, I felt like. Very like you could just kind of sit there, eat and drink, and then take in the sights. So I really liked it because it was just and of course as always there's a bathroom on the boat.
There is a bathroom on the boat.
I mean, I guess that's
Now-
always important. Sometimes there isn't, but there was in this case.
Be warned, I mean, the city cruises, like we look like we're like in first class or something. I don't know. I think because they knew we were vlogging, they took care of us. But further back in the boat, it's a little more cramped. But
Well, that's
But
why
I
I
see
said
this
that's why I
is-
said I was like it was very comfortable because
It
we were
was.
filming.
we
that
were
too,
lucky.
but-
We had some good
yeah.
spots.
But it was a fun experience. So we highly recommend it.
Yeah. So that's by sea, so to speak.
Oh,
And then
so Alan says, "I love London. My sister lived there for 10 years.
wow, a decade in London. We
Last
could probably
time we spent 10 days there.
you probably still didn't uncover it all because it's not possible. Like
Wait, and TJ says I was in London during my senior year in high school.
that's cool, man. That's very cool. Super cool. Well, there's Lori posing in front of
Bridget's bakery bus.
yeah. This was super fun. So you can do afternoon tea a bunch of different ways, and we've covered it all on our channel. If you want to check out the videos, you can. But the Bridget's Bakery bus was a great way to see London. Similar to the boat, they give you like high points of all the points of interest. You can see them from the Thames. On the bus, it's cool because you're on the streets of London, so you see some cool stuff. And of course, you get to gorge yourself on afternoon tea, which is never a bad thing.
Well, you know
like,
what's
ever.
really cool about this? So when we did this, it was our first time really in the city. So by doing the bus, we got to see like more of the city, all the sights. So it was really like kind of a different experience. Like, I mean, all the teas were different, I think, in their own way.
Yeah, but I think the coolest thing about afternoon tea by bus was this was our very first day in London. When you come over to, well, when you go over to the UK from America, you take a red eye, at least from the East Coast. So we got in first thing in the morning. So this was a great way to spend our first day. And like in the afternoon, we did this, and it broke us into the city. We had an opportunity to learn about the city a little bit beyond what we had planned on doing, which was really cool. What did
So Alan's
write?
talking about the underground?
Oh yeah, the underground, the tube. You mean the tube? The tube.
It's a lot clearer than the one in Paris.
Yeah, well, the tube's a lot nicer
You know
than the
what's
subway
funny?
in New York City
That's
too.
funny, Alan, because Chuck and I were thinking the subway wasn't too bad because we were comparing it to New York City.
Yeah, you compare it to New York, man. It's a lot nicer than
Because
New
I mean,
York.
New York City, I mean, it's not horrible, but we felt better doing it in London.
Yeah. Well, the other fun thing about the afternoon tea bus, the time of the year that we went was the same. Alan, you remember we were there late October, right around my birthday. Same time as when we went to London for this trip. And so that puts you in Halloween territory. And yeah, our bus was haunted. So if you go, they spooked it all out. It was super cool.
So it was so fun because they decorated the bus with the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
And then we had our own little ghoul that was like going around the
He
bus.
was awesome.
So
he was really awesome.
He was awesome. He was.
Yeah, that made it extra fun. So if you do happen to visit London in late October, that's not the only thing that's cool. Actually, the dungeon is cool. Everything is.
Oh, TJ's asking if you have any pictures of us and Alan, which we do,
We
But-
do. We'll save them for another.
but it may have to be another show because
Yeah.
it was when we were in a different country.
Yeah. So.
It's when we visited Ireland.
So in regards to afternoon tea in the UK, which is something that you have to do. I can't say it enough. I don't think Lori can say it enough. And we blame Keith from the K-Spot. If you've checked out Keith's channel, or if you haven't, you should. He's pretty cool. He and his wife Lem. He suggested that we go do afternoon tea at a couple of places. One of the ones we chose was actually in the Shard, right? And that was Ting,
Ting.
which is this place. You can tell the view's kind of good. Actually, it's really good.
So I was going to say Keith didn't recommend this one, but he recommended the other one.
Yeah, he recommended it. We'll get to it in a minute. But you can see again behind Lori there in the background is
You know what I loved about Ting?
what?
The fact that we were able to sit by that window. Because
We scored a really good seat.
because we had a view of the tower
Yeah,
bridge.
we did score a really good seat. So if you have to ask, don't hesitate to ask. Also, when you book afternoon tea, try to book it earlier. When they open up the window of time, try to book it earlier in the window, and you'll have a better chance of getting a table like we did, right by the glass, looking at Tower Bridge.
So one thing that
So-
was really cool, I don't know if you remember, on the table they had like a chocolate. It was almost like the Shard.
Yeah,
It was a chocolate dessert.
I have that.
So it was
I have
like
that.
almost like a mousse or something. It was amazing.
That would be, where'd it go?
If you don't have it, it's okay. But I just remember it being like, oh, and it was really cool because we were there in October, so it was Pinktober because of breast cancer awareness.
That right there.
So everything was pink.
Yes.
They had the pink flowers. The bread was pink. It was just really pretty.
Even the champagne was rosé.
Yeah. So everything was had the
So
had the
so
pink
right there
on it.
in the photo, that way, there's the Shard dessert, which was decadent
Yes.
as anything.
And that was amazing.
Yeah, and you're gonna get plenty of food. Yeah, giggles. Yep, yes sir. So definitely cool. And the view was not to be beat, really. Except if it had been nighttime, the view of the Thames from the Shard is just spectacular, for sure. So that's the second one. Then the one that Keith of the K-Spot recommended.
Wait,
What?
TJ wrote, "Tough guys wear pink, bro."
So I've worn pink. I'm not gonna. Yep, I've worn.
So TJ, I'm a girl though, but I love pink.
Yeah. Is this it right here? I think it is. So this is actually the old Savoy.
Yes, and
Because they have remodeled
I'm not
since
sure exactly what they
recently.
did to it.
It's very recent. They just remodeled the Savoy. The Savoy is a place that if you're going to do afternoon tea and you can only do it at one place in London, this should be high up on your list as a place to go.
And our friend Keith said that we had to try it.
He told me on the phone, he's like, Chuck, you have to take Lori to afternoon tea. It's a very British thing to do, and you have to take her to the Savoy. She will love it. Did you love it?
I did. Because
Yeah.
I have
See?
to say
Score one for Chuck. So like,
But I will admit something. I loved it, but I was a tiny bit intimidated, I think, when we first went in.
just a little bit. and-
No, but because it was our first tea. Remember, it was the first tea we ever
oh yeah,
did.
yeah. We went.
So
kinda
I was
big.
like, what am I supposed to do exactly? So what was great about it is, remember, everybody there kind of like,
They just kind of took us through it.
Yeah.
Like the first time we had lobster, which I
Yeah.
wish we had. Imagine if we had vlogged the first time we had lobster together. That would have been hilarious.
I don't know if you want to see that though, because I threw a piece across the room.
You did. You flung a piece of lobster across. That's another story for another day. But that was like, yeah. So the Savoy is really cool, and
So if you-
actually, we're curious. Like, if somebody goes, we'd love to see it.
Yeah,
like,
so
the
if
new
you
version
don't
of it.
if you don't know what you're doing though, they're very helpful
They
in
are.
walking you through.
Yeah, they deal with us dumb Americans just fine.
Well, no, you don't even have to be. It doesn't have anything to do with being American.
Being a dumb American.
No, because anybody who doesn't know the procedure.
Yeah, they were very good. It was a very good experience. And we went there right before we went to the theater because you're right on the same end of London as the theater district. And so it's a very cool way to spend an afternoon.
So TJ
Yeah.
wants to know if you held your pinky finger up.
I did.
You know what though? I'm not even sure.
Pinkies up, man.
I read different things about that.
Yeah.
Some people said the pinky should be up. Some people said it shouldn't be. So I'm not even sure anymore.
Yeah.
So TJ, you have to look it up and tell us what's really proper.
So beyond afternoon tea, there's a lot of cool stuff to do in London, and we featured it in a video. We talked about, like, we called it Secret London, right? But it's really more the less known local stuff. And one thing that we had a lot of fun doing was this.
Oh my gosh.
We made rugs. You could have brought them down today, but we didn't bring them.
I could go get it if you want.
Nah, it's okay. So we went tufting. We made rugs, and it was about what, 3 hours, I'd say, of the day, give or
I'd
take,
say at least 3.
2 to 3. Super
Wait,
fun.
and it may be because you and I were a bit slower.
Yeah, maybe.
But actually, I made my rug, my drone, pink, because I was thinking of the Pinktober.
Yep.
So another thing about,
You can find out all about that in the video too.
well, another thing about the tufting is that they told us too that we could bring lunch, remember?
Yep.
And they told us we could bring lunch, and we didn't actually do it, but you're able to because we were kind of like wanting all the time we had.
We used every second.
We did.
Yeah, we had no time to eat. We were busy tufting the whole time.
But it was
so-
really super fun, and we learned how to do it, and the people there were very helpful.
Yeah, they were good. And then from there, we hopped into a cab and we went over. Cab was actually a bad idea for this, but we went to Richmond. Richmond is probably 40 minutes away driving. It's much faster by train. Should have taken the train. We did back. But there's this place, which is
Oh my
Incognito. There are so many cool pubs in London, or they're around London. And Incognito, there's 3 locations. This is the Richmond one. They have the most epic specialty drinks. Oh my God, super epic. That was a Ferris wheel actually worked. People were walking by the window laughing at that
Yeah,
one.
I have to tell a story quickly. When we brought the Ferris wheel out, it was so funny because there was a whole family that was walking by, and they were peering in the window because the Ferris wheel lit up.
And
the-
made sound.
Yes, there's
And
like
rotated.
and there's
it
like
went around.
there's a little boy. Remember, a little boy
He was
watching.
mesmerized by it.
Yeah, and I started waving at him.
Yeah. Yeah. So all the drinks were really cool. We did, I think, we tried 4 of them? Did we do 4? Or did we do 6? We did a lot.
No,
We did a lot.
no, it wasn't 6. It might have been.
Oh, 4, I guess.
And you know, it's funny.
This one was,
The chocolate duck
yeah.
is still in the
We
refrigerator.
still have the chocolate
Still in the
duck.
refrigerator.
We have to eat that thing, darn it all.
Wait,
So-
I almost did it on the show. Maybe we should have.
Well, you didn't, so it's too late now. But anyway, that everything in the drink was edible. The bubbles were actually like lavender and edible. And what's the Kira show? Hey, Kira show, how you doing, brother?
Hi, Warren.
What's up, man? So anyway, that was that. Did you want to cover?
Yes, and Warren, I guess you're supposed to sip it. I have to wait a bit though because Chuck likes to drink it hotter, but I can't. I have to like it a little bit cooler. Not cold, but cooler.
Yeah, Lori likes her coffee barely warm.
I
It's
think
kinda
because I hate to
gross.
say no, but one time I burnt my tongue, so ever since then I'm afraid.
So what else do we do? Oh, you want to go over to the Scarlet Door?
We can.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can share that one. Can't get there. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where is it? Can't see it.
Hey, hold on.
I'm getting annoyed. It's not working. This one? Am I maxed out? Where is it? See it? I'm not liking this program at all. I don't see it.
So maybe you don't have that one.
Maybe I don't have it.
I know there's only one picture though.
I'm removing some stuff.
So
I think we've overdone it.
maybe there's too many pictures.
Maybe.
So TJ says something about that photo. So actually, TJ, it was funny because when that came out, she was telling us that the foam was even edible. And it was crazy because the foam didn't look edible.
The foam did look edible, but
No.
it certainly was.
And then, of course, the duck is chocolate.
Yeah. So there's Bridget's. This is, or not Bridget's. This is the, sorry, Bridget's was the boss. My bad.
The
This
little-
is the Scarlet Door.
The little scarlet door.
Don't poke me. It hurts. Cut it out.
So it's the little scarlet door.
Kicking her feet.
The little. So this is a little scarlet door, and actually we met 2 people that are drone people there,
Yeah, that's Carl on the left.
and James.
Carl, and right behind Carl is James, across from Lori. So we met drone friends in England.
We did.
And Carl is actually from Thailand, which is kind of wild. So yeah, anywhere you go on the planet, you'll probably find drone friends or friends from traveling, which is cool. This place was really cool. The food was really fun, and it was mostly apps, tapas, drinks, stuff like that. But when you go into the actual, the bar per se is her apartment, right? And that's really super fun.
So actually there's a separate section that was kind of like more like a kitchen almost. And then they kind of made like one section almost like your laundry room. It was kind of weird, but fun.
Yeah.
And then there's like separate little cozy places to sit and drink and eat. And then there's even like a shower area that was like not real, but it was like set up like a house. So it was really fun.
She was
Yeah.
laughing her butt off.
Wait,
TJ.
that was
She was like,
no, that was the picture of that was with the drink though.
yeah, well, that too. I mean, Lori had a good time
Yeah.
the whole time.
No,
and-
but that was he posted that with the drink with the duck, the bathtub.
Yeah, well, this one you were laughing at us for all the food. We were like, Carl and I were like having fun with the weird food, remember?
I know, it was crazy because
The apps were really weird.
yes.
Yeah, they were crazy. Okay, so I think we should probably talk about the giveaway.
Well,
Because we
maybe
did not talk about the giveaway.
there's one more thing. Alcatraz.
Oh, how could I forget about Alcatraz? I'm wearing orange.
Yes.
Well, Alcatraz is something that Lori discovered that was super fun. And what it is like an experience. It's like a experience, right? So we
So actually, so,
we have our mug shots, which
So-
are pretty cool.
so when we first walked in, it was kind of interesting because they kind of put us in a holding cell until they were ready for us. And then we got taken away to another section where there was like a, what would you call the person? That woman, I can't think of what her name would be. Like a,
That was a prisoner guard, right?
Yeah.
She checked us in.
she had another name though, but she checked us in. She gave us our suits. She gave us our instructions. So when you
We
go,
snuck in our own alcohol. You sneak it in.
so when you go, you're able to sneak in a certain amount of alcohol.
2 bottles.
So it's a bottle per person, I believe.
Yeah, 2 bottles total for
And,
us. 'cause
and it
we were
has
paired.
to be totally unopened.
Unopened, and they give you a list of what's okay to bring, and then the prison guards will mix the drinks. But the whole thing is an experience because you're in a situation where the warden is an interesting character.
So you're kind of like in a story because
Yeah, it's like a real life experience.
you put your suits on, they take
You're
your
prisoners.
they hide your alcohol, they take it away, they make you drinks, but they call it chicken soup, and you get put in a cell.
You visit the warden and try to like plea your case to get out. You were Sugar,
Yes,
and I was.
you're spaceman.
Yeah, you have names. It's like
So if
So
you
this was really
haven't
fun.
if you haven't caught that video, you guys should watch it. Because,
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
because it
it's-
was like so fun.
It was hard to film. It was so dark, but it was super
so
fun.
and
Yeah.
and we wish that we had gotten to meet up with somebody even in the drone community that could have shared our cell,
that
our
would
cell
have been
with
cool.
us.
You
but-
can do a big group in the cell. It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably
yeah, so
one of
see,
the
Alan should have been in the cell with us.
Yeah, Alan, where the hell were you, man? That would have been great. So that would have been cool.
So wait, Warren says, looks like it could be an opening scene in an American version of the Squid Games. So Warren, I'm not sure what the Squid Games are.
What are the Squid Games?
Maybe I should know, but Warren, I'm sorry, I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna post something because what? I'm gonna post something. What I'm posting right here, this is the link to. We did a contest about half a month ago for Valentine's Day, and
We decided to extend
we
it.
want to extend it because we think we had limited it too much. So we've opened up the window of who's eligible. And if you go to this link, if you have a Google Gmail account, you can enter. The rules are in the document up top. The rules are in the top of the video. The rules are simple. Basically, are you an adult? And if you're outside of a few countries that we've had to exclude because we can't ship there, you should find yourself eligible. But look at the list, be sure. Click on this link. You can go in, you can take the quiz, you can watch some videos, you can see a little bit about us.
So I just want to say TJ says it's a Netflix series.
Oh, okay.
And-
Thanks, TJ.
And Warren says 2 seasons worth. So actually, you guys will have to check it out because I
Yes, we will.
have no idea what it is.
We spent too much time on YouTube. Imagine that.
So wait, it's funny we do watch some Netflix, but I haven't seen that. So we're
No,
gonna
I'll
have
have
to
to
go
find,
look.
we'll find Squid Games.
We're gonna go look and see what it is.
Anyway, this is this right here. This launch code in the chat, and it's also going to be. I'll make sure it's in the description of the video. I don't think it's in there yet, but it should be. This is how you're going to enter the contest. So you can go in there. You can answer the questions. If you need clues, there are links to videos to give you clues. And what we're going to do is, in a couple weeks' time, around St. Patty's Day,
Yes.
we will take all the high scores. It's 10 questions, so you can get 10 out of 10. If you get 10 out of 10, then, we will do a drawing. And where is it? Where is it? It's over there. Go get it.
Get me, get it?
Go get it. Just it, not what's on top of it. Lori's getting it. I wasn't prepared. I forgot.
Oh. So here it is.
This is the bag that we are giving away. This thing right here. There will be a little bit of stuff in the bag, like we mentioned on the Valentine's Day show.
Yes, and it is a backpack.
It is a backpack. It is a genuine, usable, real backpack. We'll put some goodies in with the backpack because, you're going to pack your bag. We're going to help you pack some stuff in it. So give it a whirl. Take the quiz. Do some research.
Warren says, #rigged.
It's not rigged. It's not rigged. We will do the drawing on the show, I promise, in a couple weeks' time.
They're doing numbers.
No, we're not doing numbers, you guys.
No numbers this time.
No numbers. So we're gonna give the bag away, and if you don't already know us, I mean, maybe the videos will help you learn more about us. But it's supposed to be fun.
So you just have to answer a couple questions.
There's 10 questions.
And they're not super hard, actually.
No, in fact, some of the answers were in this video. It should be pretty obvious for a couple of them. So, so that's that. And we can go through the questions. You want to go through the questions?
Sure.
All right, we'll go through the questions. Why not? Why not? Because we can. So, all right, we'll share the questions. So, let's see if I go over here, Chrome tab. This is the quiz. So, as you can see, the rules are right up front.
I don't know if it...
Is it showing?
Not yet.
Oh, it's not showing? Hold on. Maybe it's not showing.
Hold on.
Now is it showing?
So Warren says he has 10 fingers, so he should probably be able to do it.
Okay. Now I finally figure out how to scroll stuff.
Yes, it's working.
Okay. So here are the rules are up top, and you follow the rules. And like I said, you can see the exclusions and so forth. But hopefully enough people. Wow, is it? Wow, the grandfather clock's making a lot of noise. So all the questions that you'll find in the subject of the video are in here. You can answer the questions. It's all multiple choice. And there's 10 questions. And when you're done, you do have to enter your email address at the very top. Then you just submit it. And you will be entered. Just that easy. Much easier than what we did before, which wasn't working out really great. Yeah, Warren, you can handle it, man. So definitely enter. Definitely enter. The clock is slow. Mechanical clocks are like that. It's 2 minutes slow, but it's actually fast. It'll catch up in a couple of days' time. It'll be like chiming at 8 when it's 7:58. It gets ahead of schedule. Can't win with that thing.
Well, soon we're going to do the spring ahead.
We are. We're going to spring ahead, what, in 2 weeks?
So I think it's...
Week?
It may be next week.
Soon.
Next weekend?
It is soon.
I'll have to check. I believe it is.
What did I miss here? Rigged. I got to put this up just because it's funny. Because I like Warren's comment. It's funny as heck.
No. And we probably will do ones in the future where we'll do it differently with numbers. Because I think we have done the spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
This one's just a little different.
Okay. So that's the contest. And we hope you guys will give it a whirl. It should be fun. We've made it easier than it was before. Because life's a journey. We've been learning how to do this better. I think this will work out much better. And I'm sure we'll do one again too. But if you want to win a bag, that's your opportunity. And that's that. So, do you have anything else you want to talk about? You want to wrap up?
I guess we can wrap up.
All right. We'll wrap a bow around it and call it a day. It is 8 o'clock Eastern time, Saturday night. You guys might want to go toast or something. I will toast you one more time. It was fun. And we hope to see your entries in our contest so that we can send that bag out to somebody of who's worthy.
Yes.
We'll do the
Here it
drawing
is.
probably around St. Patty's Day. That's the guess. I think like 2 weeks time we'll do the drawing for the bag. So, but you got to enter to win. So definitely you got to play to win. So play to win. And with that, we bid you guys farewell. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, a quickie tonight. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will see you again. If you have any questions about Real ID or the UK visa or anything like that, I'm messing up on my words. Just drop us a line. We will do our best to help you find your way through that stuff. And we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.